EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Love going to throw right away. That's taken in by Watson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Love. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now Love going to change things up. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bears at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, here's Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You look at this Packers defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
To the air, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. You look at this Bears defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing. Love. Johnson's got it complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Love now. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Play action. Now Williams. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lewis Seed gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Love. That's taken in by Kraft.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Let's go.
To throw, Williams.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
Following the interception, Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll send Watson in motion right.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
That's taken in by Watson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5.
Love looking to throw it.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Williams. A final shot before break. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go.
From the gun, here's Williams. Flush to his right.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Love, they go play action now.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
39 yards.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Throwing is Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Reload. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. Go.
To the air, Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Cougar 19. Ready. Come 19. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Let go.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Ready.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Go street.
Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
DeAndre Swift.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
On play action. Love to throw. And a completion to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Throwing. Love. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Love will sneak it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Moore, the man in motion.
Here's Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more
Bruh, just go away, bruh. Just please, please, please.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Play action this time with Love. He finds Wilson. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to do.
You lucky as shit I pump fake the ball.
Do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Seibert's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10.
Go! Set, go! Set, go!
To throw, it's Williams.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Lewis Seen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19, Tiger!
To throw, Williams. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Looking to throw. Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and we talk so much about